Good afternoon, Chairperson, honorable members, and to my colleagues as well. No, what I'm saying, Chairperson, is that the opinion which Chairperson is making reference to was sent to Bonani last week, so members should have it.
My understanding is that the honorable member wants to check whether the feedback that you are presenting today, is it a written feedback? Yeah, so she's requesting that the copy of the feedback be made available.
We sent it to Bonani last week. Members should have it.
Okay. Where is Bonani? Okay. It's fine. Bonani will come. SC, good afternoon. Let's start with you. Item number 1 is yourself. May you please take us through your presentation.
Good afternoon, Honourable Chair, Honourable members, my colleagues from Parliament and on our side. Chair, we've got, I was going to ask Lerato to present this to the Honourable Committee, but I don't think she can hear at the moment. I don't know what whether she can. I don't know where's the IT person. Yeah, but she can't. She messaged me and she said the line is now on mute. I cannot hear what is being said.
She still says she can't hear.
She's still not.
It's on now. She can hear.
Is it on now? Okay.
Good afternoon, Lerato. Are you able to follow us? Thank you so much. We have just shared the hosting rights with you. You may proceed. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chair. If you can just give me a minute, let me see if I can share my screen.
Yeah, no, we can see you on the screen. Your presentation, I mean, you can proceed.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon again, Chair. Good afternoon, committee members and members of the technical team. I've been asked by our council team to present our report in relation to the witnesses that still remain to be called and the proposal that had been made by committee members at the meeting on the 15th of October. So I'm just going to go through our report and the schedule, and then we can then discuss what is being proposed. So I think the first thing that I'd like to be able to highlight is that we have been requested to prepare a schedule. I think there's a hand up. Should I pause?
Honorable Scosa. Just hold Advocate Zikalala. Let's hear Honorable Scosana.
Thank you, Chair, and my thousand apology to Zigalala. Chair, I think we are being ambushed about this hybrid meeting. We're never told. I mean, we could have left as well and be somewhere that we thought it's a physical meeting as agreed. I'm not sure whether other members knew about this, that we're going to have a hybrid meeting. Thank you, Chair.
Look, the decision that the meeting is physical, we were sitting here, all of us, when that decision was taken. And it was not even proposed by the chair that the meeting must be physical. The proposal came from the floor, it came from yourselves on the ground. And I checked around with everybody, all of you said we are fine 1 o'clock. But you know, when we arrive here, for the meeting to succeed, if members come here and say, can we accommodate this and that? It's an inconvenience that as and when a decision is taken, we must think about it. So that we don't put the chair in a difficult position. I did a round yesterday asking everybody, and all of you said, no, let's go physical. And then some 30 minutes before the meeting starts, members come here and say, can we do this? Can we do that? You are very right, Honorable Skosana. When you take a decision, please live by your decision. We don't have to be explaining things like this. Okay. Can we proceed, Lerato? Just stop the advocate Galala. Let's hear Honorable Kosana.
Thank you, Chair. I think when we started. Hello? Yes. Where is it? It's up there. Okay, let me just. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm saying the
Let me just help you, honorable members. Remember you have said that as a committee, you will decide on the witnesses that you want them to appear before you. But not only decide even the sequence. So what she's doing now, she's making a presentation to say, from the witnesses that have appeared to you, it emerges before us as a legal team that it will be important for the following witnesses to appear before you. If you take number one, he says General Kumalo. That one is very for sure it's without question. And number two, she says Cedric Ndabinde is a witness we have agreed on the name. And number three, she says the CFO, Timpane. And number four, she says the person who is the head of procurement. That is General Neonkua. And then she will go down the list. And then that is the first category of the witnesses that will have to appear before you. And then she will come and say, we have this second category. This is a category of witnesses that we think if the committee deems it, they can only write written responses if the committee agrees. And then there is a third category of the witnesses that so far we are unable to link them with any evidence that has been presented before you. And what is your view or your decision as the committee on this category of witnesses? Can we allow her to? I think that is the understanding that we must establish, so that when we come to discuss, we know that the list in green is the list that the committee must prioritize.
Chair, I can hear you. I just want to make sure you can hear me.
Charlie, you disrupted our meeting.
Let me try again.
Honorable Chair, honorable members, if there's a technical difficulty,
But I don't think they can hear me.
we have a hard copy here, yes? Or maybe can you move our item, and if it's possible, and we can have copies made and
Fine. Let's allow Andy to present the legal opinion.
she can hear. Chair, apparently Lerato can hear and she'll move it as a speak.
It's gone.
Just to
Okay, she can hear us.
Yes.
Advocate Zigalala, are you
Honorable
there?
Chairperson and honorable
Yes.
members, given the
Okay,
short
no, it's
time
fine.
available to
So you want to present
accommodate,
SC?
a fairly long list of witnesses. We've had to select those witnesses first who, in our view, are necessary witnesses in order for us to at least address the terms of reference of this honorable committee. Some witnesses who do have something relevant to say, but from whom we can get information, write to them, ask them questions, and ask them to respond. And there's some other witnesses we of the view are not either necessary or that there's a need for them to give us information because we have sufficient, or the committee has sufficient information before it. Now, for ease of reference, the blocks that you see there, the green is those witnesses that we propose being called. The yellow block is witnesses who should be called, but who's either unavailable and whose further dates are not available. There's some witnesses indicated by the blue block who's required to give some limited evidence and who we suggest can give us written responses. And there's some witnesses whose relevance at this stage is unclear and should either be considered if there is going to be another phase, then we could do so. We kicked off with Lerato, if you can just move to Kumalo. Is obviously an important and a key witness, the project leader of the PKTT, but we understand that he is going to be called by the Commission probably from next week and give evidence for 2 to 3 weeks. We're also not sure about his medical condition. Lieutenant General Sentumele, that's with the dockets, who received an instruction from Lieutenant General Kumalo to move the dockets. We submit it that evidence is not strictly necessary. In Kabinde, the name has cropped up repeatedly, is an important witness, and we've proposed calling Kabinde on 13 and 14 November. Major General Rabi is in the National Commissioner's office, and who's the one, certainly according to General Sabia, who drafted the letter of 12 January, and the subsequent letter of 4 February, giving effect to the instructions or directive of the minister. There too, we don't feel it's strictly necessary to call Major General Rabi. We can ask him about it. Brigadier Letoko, who's in communications, Sabia relies on an email received from Brigadier Letoko, which he says is the same thing as receiving an instruction from the National Commissioner to give effect to the directives. Lieutenant General Puleng Dipani, we regard as an important witness, dealing with the finances in SAPS and the budgets. We've proposed 27, 28 November, that's if those days are available. Similarly, procurement, the Medicare contract, although one of our parliamentary comments had pointed out, I think, Tracy, that there is a report from the Auditor General about, is it from you? No, someone in the team said that perhaps we should just get the report from the Auditor General about the supply chain in SAPS and some improvements that had been suggested.
Thank you, Chair. Once again, when they prepare this thing, when you say General Sibula, it's incorrect. There's only one general, it's the National Commissioner. They must say it is Lieutenant General Sibula or Major General Sibula, as they've done with others. Thank you. Yeah.
So is Lieutenant General Sibula we've suggested that the relevance of that witness is perhaps unclear and should perhaps be referred to the Portfolio Committee on Police. Similarly, Major General Mukhale, Lieutenant General Mosekile does have relevance, was acting National Commissioner at the time, and we suggest requesting a written response. Brigadier Kuneni is the investigating officer in the cases that have been brought, and where search and seizure warrants were obtained on the basis of Brigadier Kuneni's affidavit. We recommend that Brigadier Kuneni's evidence be referred to a later date. Major General Motsepe, we suggest obtaining a written response. Lieutenant General Manamela, we're not clear about what the relevance is, and if called, should be called at a later date. Similarly, General Julius Mkhonazi, who was mentioned in the context of Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department. General Johan Boysen, I think, I'm not sure, is he retired? I think he's retired, but I think the relevance of his evidence would have related to the Cato Manor, the Cato Manor squad that was disbanded. I'm not sure whether it was disbanded immediately or over a period of time. So that evidence can also be deferred. Major General Wally Roda, I think he of Pala Pala fame. Similarly, the Inspector General of Intelligence, it's not recorded here because, Honourable Chair, Honourable Members, I received a call just before coming here from Council, instructed now to act for the IG, and she told me that he's not refusing to testify, but because he's under suspension, he doesn't feel he should. I held a different view. I said, for the reason that he's under suspension, yes.
That is a separate matter on the agenda.
Oh,
Yeah, it's there on item number 3.
okay.
We will come. You will come and present it separately.
Okay. Thank you. But an important witness, nevertheless, on our list, Mr. Brown Mkhotsi, I think obviously an important witness that we need to call. The status of Usumuzi Matlala.
I think what you should do with there must be consistency in your coding. Brown Mkhotsi must be, is it gold or what? Yeah, it can't be green. Important witness is gold. Do you see it at number?
I think green is the witnesses to be called.
No, but do you see what number 19 is?
Yeah, but we've got under the gold is proposed witnesses should be called, but it's either unavailable and or further date for evidence not available. We'll have to subpoena him to come and give evidence.
Okay.
I'm not sure, the expert on authority of the minister. I don't think it's necessary. That's a legal argument. Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, Lieutenant Mkhwanazi makes allegations against the witness, not immediately relevant or to be called. Similarly, Mr. Richard Ndluli has actually requested us to call him, but we can't accommodate him. Lieutenant Godfrey Labia, who's retired, head of the Walks, would be a very interesting witness, but we feel not strictly necessary at this stage. And similarly, Mr. Haas, whose name is cropped up in relation to former Minister Nkunu. So these are the dates, proposed witness hearing schedule, Honourable Chair. On the 12th of November, that we call Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi at the request of the committee in relation to the allegation made against former Minister Cele, which was withdrawn, so that he could explain that and also face any further questions. And just to add, a charge has also now been laid against Lieutenant General Kwenazi by Honorable Adams. He's quite happy to appear before the committee to explain himself. There is a former IGI witness that has been recommended to us by General Kwenazi. We propose calling that witness on the same day. It's a crime intelligence witness.
What is the name?
Well, we don't have a name. We don't have a name.
Yeah,
No name, Brand. No, we don't have a name.
it's fine.
But it will be a filler because we don't expect Lieutenant General Kwenazi to be long when he appears. On the 13th and 14th, Cedric Gabindi. On the 18th, 19th, and 20th, Brown Mkhotsi. On the 21st, the Inspector General, who I'm sure there's no longer need for us to issue a summons, but he will appear voluntarily. 25, 26 arises from our terms of reference, and then 27, 28, Lieutenant General Nampani on the finances and budget of SEPS. Thank you, Chair.
Okay.
Of course, we have some witnesses lined up for next week. Should I just a reminder? As Deputy Minister Boshielo, Acting Minister Kachalia, so all one day, Boshielo one day, Kachalia one day, and then 6 and 7, IDEC, the head of IDEC,
Yeah, so
Andrea Johnson.
what you are saying is that next week, Tuesday,
That's next week.
is Honorable Bushielo. And then on Wednesday is Honorable Kachalia. And then on Thursday and Friday is IDEC.
Yes.
Is that Johnson?
Yes. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. I want us to go back to the prioritization of witnesses. Yeah. Honorable Skosana.
I'm not sure, Chair. I'm thinking that now, because next week there's a scheduling for the Deputy Minister and the Acting Minister and IDEC boss. My proposal would be on that, before you go in here, that because we had the Deputy Minister yesterday, I think we're going to get the same thing from the Deputy Minister, Dr. Bushielo. Don't you think perhaps, as members, I'm not sure whether they will agree on that, to say maybe a written statement as well. And the minister, the acting minister, we're not going to get anything from the acting minister. He's got 2 months or 3 months, I don't know. But from where I'm sitting, I don't know from other members. But my proposal would be, I don't think, unless we can reschedule and get other witnesses, just to save time as well. That would be my proposal. That the 2 members, the Deputy Minister, Dr. Bushielo, and the Acting Minister, Kachalia, I don't think it's necessary, Chair. From where I'm sitting, we're going to ask the same question we asked the other witnesses. Thank you, Chair.
No, I heard you, Honorable Member. I want us to be systematic in the manner in which we discuss the matters. I'm going to rotate and check whether the prioritization of the witnesses that is being presented here. First, if you agree with it. And then once you agree with it or you make additions, we can then come to prioritize dates. If you feel we can move them a bit earlier, depending on their availability and this and that, then we can move to that aspect. But now, there is a suggestion. I don't know how we're going to do it, SC. If it was going to be possible for us to have a blank page on the screen and write them in the order in which you are proposing, to say number one, you propose General Kumal. Number two, you are proposing Cedric Nkabinde, isn't it? That is the way, Honorable Sangon.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, let's really appreciate your commitment to consulting. But I wanted to say, Chair, I thought that you just wanted us to agree on whether we accept the recommendations in terms of prioritization. But I think the issue of scheduling, really, Chair, that one we can leave to yourselves.
Yeah,
but if we just agree that this lot must be written responses, these ones must come, and then these ones irrelevant.
That's exactly what I want to check with yourselves.
Thank you, Chair.
You know what I want to ascertain from you members is that if there is any one of you who feels that, for instance, there is a witness who is written in category B for written response, and you strongly feel that the witness must appear before the committee. That is why, if it was possible, Bonani, is to have one column where you have all the names that are being suggested as important witnesses, and check if the committee are there the copies. Yeah, you just circulate those copies amongst the members so that when we discuss with them having physical copies. I think this is the advantage of having physical copies. Members, maybe before I rotate, let's do this. A presentation has been made here, and there are witnesses that have been suggested in 3 or 4 categories. Category 1 is the category of those witnesses that are important. And the SC feels that consultations must start with those witnesses immediately. And category 2 is a category of those witnesses that the SC and the legal team feel we can